We are honored to be recognized by our peers as top-rated personal injury attorneys.
You will never be asked to pay out of your pocket.
Let us represent you because the right results matter most.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on.
I want that.
Amazing offers and a great selection of Ford vehicles, including America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer. Get the deal you need on the SUV you want. Make it Ford. Make it yours. Make it now.
I want that.
Make it 0% APR financing. Make it a 0 down payment and make it no payments for up to 90 days on Explorer. Only at your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and get the toughest waterproof floors in the industry, where they're in stock and on sale. Rigid Maximum XL is 50% thicker and 30% longer, resulting in maximum durability, which is perfect for active families and pets. Not to mention, it's easy to install. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center to get your Rigid Maximum XL waterproof floors today.
Carpet City. Our prices will floor you.
You're looking at the #1 cause of lung cancer. That's why the Surgeon General issued this warning. Now you're looking at the #1 cause of lung cancer for non-smokers. That's why the Surgeon General issued this warning. Radon is an invisible radioactive gas that seeps inside your home from underground. Whether you smoke or not, radon can cause lung cancer. Protect your family. Have your home tested. Call 1-800-SOS-RADON. Radon problems can be fixed.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
I'm 82.
86.
90 years young.
Eric Hovde thinks people like us shouldn't be able to vote.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
Son, I've served this country. I think I can handle a ballot.
What a jerk.
Eric Hovde, I'm fully aware of whom I'm voting for, and it won't be you.
It's Saturday. Welcome back, folks. Lots of advisories and warnings to talk about. We do have heat warnings all in the East Coast side of the United States. We're going to see temperatures close to 100 degrees right by New York City. Philly, same story. Rhode Island once again. And then we do have heat advisory. Center part of the country, St. Louis area, closer to Denver. They saw record high temperatures, triple-digit heat over 100 degrees 2 days in a row. And that looks like it's going to be the case at least 2 more days where our temperatures are going to be around 95 to 100 degrees. And then all the way to the west, we do have some fire weather watches and warnings that have been issued in the western states, California, Nevada area, Utah, even parts of Colorado. You are looking at that fire weather warnings that have been issued. Now, a lot to talk about as well in the form of rain and some thunderstorms, even some severe weather in the northern parts of the state, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, and even into Wisconsin. We're looking at that severe weather. A lot of energy in the atmosphere producing some of these storms. We even had a tornado warning in Portage County. I had a break-in live earlier today around that 5:30, 6 p.m. time frame. Now things are starting to settle down, but we do still have a lot of energy with these storms. South of the Madison area, closer to Milwaukee, right by Chicago, northwest suburbs of Chicago, you are next in line for some stronger storms. Now Minnesota, Twin Cities, right there. We are looking at that line of showers that is starting to begin right now. It does have a lot of energy, and it does look like it's going to have a lot more severe thunderstorm warnings incorporated with that in Minnesota. Now, this is for Monday. For tomorrow, we're not looking at quite of any type of severe weather event, but for Monday, this is when we're looking at a little bit more of a severe threat potential for our area, mainly into central and southern parts of the state, right by that Madison, Milwaukee area, Stevens Point, Adams County, into Wausau. You are looking at just a little bit more severe weather by Monday. Now, for tonight, though, we are looking at a little bit more showers and thunderstorms in the area. It does look like, for the most part, we are done with most of this rain that was falling earlier today. Then just some scattered showers, possibly overnight. It does look like that severe threat is going to be very limited overnight. Now, things will start to improve as we head deeper and deeper into these overnight hours. And then by tomorrow, we're looking like we're going to be in the clear, maybe, just maybe, a slight shower or two. I do think we're going to stay dry for the most part for Sunday. By Monday, a little bit more rain will possibly be back in the forecast, especially the afternoon to that evening time frame on Monday. So get ready. A little bit stronger storms will be back by then. Now, dew points are a bit elevated, so it does feel a bit muggy all over the area. Check out Stevens Point and Wapaka, right by around 70 degrees as a dew point. So that is very humid, and of course it does feel very humid. Right when you open that door, it just hits you, the sticky air, right? That uncomfortable type of air. We have to deal with it, folks, for the next couple of days. It's actually going to get worse by Monday morning, pretty much throughout those afternoon hours on Monday. Finally, Tuesday morning, throughout the day on Tuesday into Wednesday and Thursday, we are looking at a lot better weather. It's going to feel a lot less sticky outdoors. Now, let's talk about temperatures, right? We saw some 80s earlier. Now things are cooling off. Back in the 60s, still a few 70s, right by Ladysmith. Diamond Lake, you are hovering right around 70. Hayward, still at 72 degrees. So there are still milder temperatures in the area. Last 5 days, we've seen temperatures in the 80s. Even the last 7, 8 days, we've seen temperatures in the 70s and 80s. So sticking around pretty mild. And we're going to see some milder temps the next several days. Wednesday, maybe a little bit cooler, right around 71 degrees. Now, UV index for tomorrow, very high as well. It's going to be at an 8. So please get ready, put on your sunscreen, and drink your water. For tonight, though, possibly a few scattered showers or a thunderstorm. I do think we're going to stay dry for the most part. Temperatures right around 64. Our 7-day outlook brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress does show a lot of dry days ahead, and that begins starting Tuesday. Jake?
Thanks, Conrad. Former Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley has been invited to speak at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee this coming week. It comes days after Haley released her 97 delegates so that they could support Trump at the convention. And a longtime senior aide to the former South Carolina governor told NBC News at the time she was not invited to the convention. Two sources familiar with the decision said details had not yet been finalized. The RNC will kick off on July 15th and is scheduled to end on the 18th. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who is also a Republican presidential hopeful, is scheduled to speak at this year's convention as well. A nonprofit organization is working to create resources and support for those affected by the prison system. And today they were raising awareness in Crandon. Newswatch 12's Austin Carisu was there and has more.
We are working towards helping those inside and outside of the prison system.
The Peaceful Prisons Project is a nonprofit organization that aims to help those who are affected by the prison system.
We've been starting a lot of programs throughout the entire country, creating resources for children who have loved ones who are incarcerated. For correctional officers, we're creating a curriculum to help them during their training process. And we have a backpack program which helps men and women who are re-entered into society after being incarcerated.
Saturday, the Peaceful Prisons Project held a mural fundraiser in Crandon hosted by the American Legion Post 94. The nonprofit painted a new mural with the help of locals that will be hung up on the side of the Crandon Pharmacy.
Our goal is to beautify the community and unite the community, and we are painting a huge mural, and kids, adults, everyone is helping out, and it is all a representation of what everyone loves about Crandon.
Knipe says that donating her time and efforts to help those that may be in need makes everything worth it.
I have a heart for people, the underdog, people who lack support, lack resources, and seeing the impact that is being made.
Reporting in Crandon, Austin Carisu, Newswatch 12.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah. It's a huge deal. You also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
Get 4 free phones of your choice with no trade-in needed, plus 4 lines for $90.
At Spectrum, we know that internet is a vital tool to help you fulfill your dreams.
My dream is to become a video game developer.
My dream is to get my online college degree. That's why Spectrum has affordable solutions to keep you connected. At Spectrum, we are committed to delivering reliable, affordable internet and unlimited mobile to keep you connected to what matters most to you.
The kitchen remodel project was a major project. After checking around, we went to Featherstone, and we were so glad we did. There was electrical work, plumbing, enlarging a doorway, and of course, all the cabinets, countertops, and fixtures. The minute I walked in the door at Featherstone, I knew I was in the right place. Featherstone coordinated every aspect of the project, the whole thing. They made it easy. And I can't say enough about how much we appreciated the personal attention Featherstone gave us.
Listen to Senator Tammy Baldwin.
What is your view of the Biden presidency?
It is one of the most successful administrations in generations.
Most successful in generations? Inflation is sky high. Our border is wide open. Drugs flood our streets. The world is in chaos.
One of the most successful administrations in generations.
If this is success, we're in big trouble.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
Real estate auction, Armstrong Creek, Wisconsin. 112-acre farm being sold to the highest bidder. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Coming up on Newswatch 12 today, we'll be joined by Kate Heidemann for another edition of Race Watch 12.
Now, we may start the week off on a stormy and hot note. More on you tune in on your Monday from 5 to 7 a.m.
The world-renowned exercise enthusiast Richard Simmons has passed away. The news was confirmed by ABC News through Simmons' representative. Simmons was best known for his uplifting spirit and dozens of exercise videos in the 1980s and 90s. His videos were designed to be accessible for all kinds of people, old, young, large, or small. But in recent decades, he has shied away from the spotlight. Details of his death have not yet been released. Richard Simmons was 76 years old. A family is demanding answers and justice as an investigation continues into the death of a black man at a hotel in Milwaukee. Hotel employees have been fired, and police have referred charges to prosecutors. We must warn our viewers, this story contains videos some may find disturbing. Reed Binion reports.
There were so many opportunities, and at every turn, Hyatt staff attacked him.
An attorney for the family of Devontae Mitchell saying on Saturday he's confident the Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office will charge the hotel employees involved in Mitchell's death. The 43-year-old died June 30th after hotel security guards pinned him down outside a Hyatt Regency in Milwaukee in an incident partially captured on video.
Stay down! Please stop fighting! Please!
Police said security guards escorted Mitchell out of the hotel after he caused a disturbance, according to an attorney for the family. The hotel operator says it fired employees involved in the incident, and Milwaukee police said Friday they have referred 4 charges of felony murder in the case to the DA's office. It's unclear exactly which hotel employees were fired and who those referred charges are for. But the family's attorney says more than 4 people were involved in the incident.
You know, Mr. Mitchell was beaten with a broom by a front desk manager who you see on camera. You see a third security official who could have intervened and stopped this.
Mitchell's death has sparked protests in recent days, as well as calls for justice.
Charge the killer! Charge the killer!
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Charge the killer!
And the district attorney's office says it is still waiting for the full results of Mitchell's autopsy to evaluate what happened before his death, quote, from the perspective of potential criminal liability, unquote. And in some lighter news, the Milwaukee Brewers were back in action today, taking on the Washington Nationals in Game 2 of this weekend series. Coming up on Newswatch 12, Will Harrelson will join us with the highlights from today's game.
Your home is more than just a roof, walls, and windows. It's an investment, a place where memories are made with family and friends. Overhead Solutions is here to help you with all of your roofing needs.
How to bring generations together. Start by splashing together. Maybe go on a ride together. See stuff together. Or do something different altogether. Wisconsin Dells. Come together. Go to wisdells.com and start planning your trip to the water park capital of the world today.
Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg will host Queen's Ride with a special guest appearance by Slaughter. Saturday, August 10th. Doors open at 6 p.m. Guests 21 and over may redeem their ticket stub at the Rewards Club to receive $10 rewards play. Tickets are on sale now for Queensryche featuring Slaughter. Saturday, August 10th, only at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Must be 18 years of age or older to enter.
Northwoods Windows has been helping homeowners all over central and northern Wisconsin with replacement windows, patio, entry doors, and more. We've done installations in over 10,000 homes, including cottages, churches, and businesses. Our installers are trained, experienced professionals, and we're an authorized dealer of home improvement products from some of the top manufacturers. We offer free in-home consultations, no-pressure sales, honest pricing, and a job well done. Contact Northwood Windows today and see why you should choose us.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text TD to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
After a tough loss to the Washington Nationals in the series opener, the Milwaukee Brewers are back in action today looking to take round 2. The Crew would turn to veteran pitcher Dallas Keuchel for Game 2 as the Brewers look to create some more distance in the NL Central. So let's see if the Brew Crew can win round 2 or if the Nats can get the dub. We start in the bottom of the first inning, 2 on, 2 out for Rhys Hoskins, and he rips one into left field. That gets down for a base hit and rolls all the way to the wall. Churio and Ortiz will come in to score, and the Brewers take the early 2-0 lead. Flash forward to the 7th inning, 5-3 Crew, but the Nats are chipping away. Luis Garcia Jr. belts this one to deep center field for a solo shot home run, and it's now a 5-4 game. On to the 9th inning. Brewers are trying to close this one out, but C.J. Abrams says nuh-uh to that and crushes this one to deep right field. This one's going to fly on out of there for a go-ahead 2-run shot, and the Nationals take the lead 6-5. That would be the final score of this one as the Nats take Game 2. Here's what Brewers manager Pat Murphy had to say post-game. Game 2 loss to the Nationals is the Brewers' 7th loss in their last 10 outings. Murphy says tough stretches like this are just part of the game.
Well, they got to go through it. You know, it's Major League Baseball. It's hard to get a Major League win. You got to play every pitch, and this is what you learn from.
Brewers will be back in action tomorrow afternoon at 1:10 p.m. for a Game 3 matchup with the Nationals. Milwaukee Bucks were in action today, taking on the Chicago Bulls in their first Summer League game of the year. It was a chance for new faces to show what they have got to the Bucks faithful, as well as to try to earn themselves a spot on next season's roster. So let's see if the young Bucks could get the dub or if the Bulls would steal the win. Starting in the first quarter, Bulls lead 6-2, but a turnover at midcourt results in Marchand Beauchamp getting the ball on the fast break. He goes right at the defender, puts up the finger roll, and gets it to go, plus the foul. We move to the third, 63-52 Bulls lead, but the Bucks have the ball. A.J. Johnson has it and curls around the arc before kicking it out to Beauchamp, who puts up the 3 and buries it. On to the fourth, Bulls up by 6, looking to close it out. Loose ball comes to the hands of the Bulls, who get it over to Javonte Smart for the open 3, and he buries it. Chicago goes on to win this one by a final score of 96-89. The 2024 Wimbledon Ladies Finals took place today between 7-seeded Jasmine Paolini and 31st-seeded Barbara Krejcikova. Paolini was looking for first major title, while Krejcikova looked for her second. It was a back-and-forth match that eventually went to the 31st-seeded Krejcikova in 3 very tight sets this morning. After dropping the first set, Paolini won the second before Krejcikova won the third set 6-4 to claim the Wimbledon title. We'll be right back after the break.
At People's State Bank, we get the excitement that comes with a new kitchen, bath, or floor plan. So we've streamlined our home equity loans so you can start sooner and upped borrowing power so you can take your vision farther. After all, we're homeowners just like you who think barriers have no place in home improvements. So when you're ready to get started, stop in or apply for a home potential equity loan or line of credit today at bankpeoples.com.
It's open season on cancer. Help us raise money for the Ronald McDonald House of Marshfield by purchasing a hat, an H2O Go bottle, or other special items. With your donation of $20, you'll receive over $50 in valuable coupons, and a $10 donation is given to the Ronald McDonald House. Purchase items at Cost Cutters of Central Wisconsin, the Barber's Family Hairstyling, Mullins Cheese in Knowlton, Chase Outdoors in the Cedar Creek Mall. It's open season on cancer, a season that never ends.
It begins as you drive up and make your way into the pro shop. It continues as you grab your favorite beverage and load up your clubs. Then you hit your first tee shot, and you just feel it. The Young's Experience, a championship-level course designed to be playable as a beginner and test even the most skilled golfers. A beautiful course, amazing scenery, affordable rates, and an incredible clubhouse create an experience you'll only find here. Young's, when it's time to play.
You'll get up to 57% off list at the huge 57th anniversary sale at Slumberland Furniture. Big deals, lots of big deals, like this sleek sofa for just $698, or this rich wood bed for just $420. This ultra cozy reclining sectional, just $1295. Plus, totally free doorstep shipping, no minimum. And our 365-night sleep guarantee on mattresses, up to 57% off during the huge anniversary sale at Slumberland Furniture. Big deals.
Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health, resulting in high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain social connections. Try a new hobby, volunteer, exercise, or use your phone or other device to stay in touch. Visit connecttoeffect.org to find resources and ways to stay connected. This message is brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
The St. Germain Chamber of Commerce presents their summer concert crawl. Join us at this local establishment for great live music.
All right, what a day. Wow, we did have some severe weather earlier today. Rain did begin around noon, and it did last for a few hours. There was actually a tornado warning in Portage County. I had to break in live to just really give a little more information, a little bit closer inside info about what was going on. Still some severe weather in central and northern parts of Minnesota. All of that's on its way to us, but as it gets closer to us overnight, the chances of us getting some stronger storms are very slim. Does look like they will continue to die down. This is for Sunday. Outlook mainly non-severe for our area. You got to go close to the central and southern parts of the state to get into close to marginal risks of severe weather. Now, temperatures were warm back in the 80s, hundreds close to Denver, Colorado. Records being broken out there. We're going to see our own share of warmer temps, not hundreds, not even 90s, but 70s and 80s. We'll be back the rest of this week, even into next week.
Well, I was over at Country Fest today. Yes. We'll have more on that tomorrow, but that'll be it for us tonight, everybody.
This summer, submit your favorite water photo to the Summer Fun in the Water contest for your chance to win an ice cream cone at Pirates Hideaway. Submit your summer fun photos at WJFW.com. Sponsored by Pirates Hideaway.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us. Call SureDry today for your free estimate.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. Amazing offers and a great selection of Ford vehicles, like the Built Wild Bronco family, with a deal you just can't miss. Your biggest adventures are waiting. So make it Ford. Make it yours. Make it now. Make it a lease on a new Ford Bronco Sport for just $319 a month for 36 months. Only at your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
I'd like to welcome you back to this NBC News special report. I'm Hallie Jackson. We are on the air with breaking news. Earlier tonight, a shooting at Donald Trump's Pennsylvania campaign rally. The former president was injured in an assassination attempt. The Secret Service says the president is safe, that the suspected shooter is dead. We know that we have heard from Donald Trump, the former president, on his Truth Social online platform, posting he was hit with a bullet that he says pierced the upper part of his right ear. He said he felt it ripping through his skin. Here's what we know right now. The alleged gunman fired a weapon from a roof outside the perimeter of the rally. So he was outside that typical Secret Service security area. The alleged gunman is dead, as is a spectator who was attending the rally. That person has been killed. 2 others were badly hurt. President Biden, you just saw him boarding Air Force One moments ago. He is headed back to Washington now. He says he has spoken. The White House says that he has spoken with Mr. Trump. Earlier this evening, you had President Biden addressing the nation, condemning the violence. Former President Trump, in his statement, extended condolences to the loved ones of the spectator, the rally-goer who was killed, and the others who were hurt. He also thanked law enforcement and first responders for their quick action. His campaign has also suggested he will be at the Milwaukee convention, the Republican convention, set to begin not long from now. I want to let folks know that in just about 15 minutes, we are expecting a news conference in Butler, Pennsylvania, and this may be where we get some answers to some of the key questions tonight. We expect federal law enforcement as well as local law enforcement to be there, presumably with a critical update on the investigation. We will bring that to you live the second that it happens. Before it does, I want to get to our colleague Kelly O'Donnell, our senior White House correspondent, who is at the White House. And Kelly, we saw President Biden boarding his plane. He is headed back here.
That is a change in his schedule, one brought out by these events where the president made a decision. We were told by sources familiar that he was at Mass earlier today when he learned of the incident involving the former president, made a decision that he wanted to speak publicly in the earliest point after he got some initial briefings, did that earlier tonight. Then as he gained more information, made the decision that he wants to leave Delaware to come back to the White House tonight. We expect he will get here sometime after midnight, likely around the 12:30 a.m. time, and that tomorrow it is expected he will have additional briefings.